Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. As you can see, I've got my colouring pens out again. We are a little bit late. I do apologise for that. I had a few meetings this afternoon, so I've gone and done that. And all the meetings and everything's done. So yeah, I've uploaded my Minecraft for the day, and we're going to be using two different types of colouring pencils and, well, I say two different kinds of pencils. We're going to be using pencils and pens, which you can see here. These are, hi there in the comments, Fire Pixel, is that? Yeah, hi, how are you doing there? Just quickly giving an explanation because this is the beginning of the video. Like I said, pencils and colouring pens. These are marker pens. They are meant to be like a Copic marker, like a Paul Man's version of it. They are okay, and I will try and blend these together. I probably won't in the previous videos that I've done, just done solid colour. But as you saw on Monday, we sketched this out and I showed you how to draw some feet and how to draw some hands in two different poses. Also, we inked it on Tuesday, so now it's all been inked out. It's all ready and done. All we got to do there is colour it in. We did some shading. This was done in shading on pencil. Just give me a second, guys, and you can have a zoom in. And there's the fist. There we go. Up the top here, on the first two here, we're done shaded by pencil, but they were inked for the outlines and the darker ends. So yeah, that was inked, but then I shaded it with just a bog standard pencil, any kind of pencil that you get, not the mechanical pencil I use. It's not very good for shading. Get like an artist pencil and something like that, or 2B or not to be, where you get them from. And then we move down to fully going into ink now. Again, this was sketched for you on Monday, so if you do want to learn how to draw like this, then definitely go and check those videos out. They will be in All Creation Station playlists. This one was done by ink. I don't know if you can see the difference, but this, all of this is in ink pen. It was done by a felt tip, my favourite felt tip. If you haven't checked that one out already. And yeah, same here, guys. All done in pen. But the shading and sketching part side of it is complete. We need to get on and do the rest. So let's pick out my skin colours. As always, I do not have a Caucasian skin colour. So what I do is I grab two pencils of the colour of pink and our colour of orange. You kind of have to keep it within reality and don't be too fluorescent with the colour. I'm trying to find that pencil now, and I found it. There we go. We got two. Wait, we got two here.
We believe that doing good.
Sorry guys, adverts. You're going to get adverts, unfortunately. I can skip through them. There we go. So yeah, I've got two pencils. One, we're going to be doing pencil up the top here, so we're back up to the top of the page. So I need to sharpen this one. But what you do, guys, is you put down your pink down first, and you think of that as your like a sunburn, as if you've gone out to the sun and you've got a little bit pink from the sun. And what happens after you've got suntan? You got a little bit orange or a little bit brown. It goes a bit more orange if you're a fake tan, but you're kind of getting what I'm getting. So let's start with a little bit of shade with pencil. Very lightly, not heavy. We're not going heavy. We've already done the shading, so we don't need to worry too much about that. But we are going to keep layering this. You don't want to go all over it and get it done. You want to keep that shade there, because with pencils you can shape really, really well. You can add more color, you can add layers. But what I'm doing is I'm staying in where I've already shaded with the pencil before, which was, the bog standard grey, graphite shallow. Make a little curl as you go around. I don't know if this pink's coming across, but again, I am doing it very, very lightly as I go over it. I don't want to have loads of pink, and I don't want to have loads of orange. Finding the good medium between them is always good. Okay, I'm just going over the fingers here. I showed you how to draw the hand itself. And we're going over painting, drawing in, colouring in the little chapeladas. And I'm keeping with the shade that I've already put there. And I'm going up over it. Now the light source for this one is coming from this direction. So keep that in mind, and that is why the shading's on that side of the hand. For more information, just check that video from yesterday, guys. And if you want to learn how to draw hands, how to draw face or parts of the face, like the eye, you can check it out on that video as well, or the previous video from last week in the back to school playlist. And now we're going with the orange. Gently, 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 gently. Again, I don't know if this is coming across yet, but you'll see the two colours there, the difference. Now you're getting a skin tone colour, or Caucasian skin colour. I don't want to be racist. Again, just do the same process as what you just did, and you're adding in a few more layers, a little heavier in darker areas, but not too heavy, because you do not want to take and make it all orange. Let me know in the chat, guys, is this music too loud? Am I shouting over it too much? I feel like I am. There we go. So we've gone all the way to 2 fingers there. You can see that now. You can definitely see the difference between putting the orange and leaving if it was just pink. I mean, you could just do it pink if you wanted. You could do it blue. You could do it orange if you liked. You know, it's all up to you. But I'm trying to keep to a Caucasian skin color.
One must release the mystical spirits of the beauty.
Yes, nobody cares. No way. That's an advert. Listen to the YouTube music. If you've got some copyright music that you want me to listen to, copyright-free music, if you want to listen to, let me know in the comment section if you've got music of your own. I don't mind featuring you out on the live stream when I'm doing some drawings and things like that. Do some Minecraft. So if you are a fan of that and you're catching up with the hype, the same as me, go and check out my channel over on Mixer.com. Everything that I do play does get uploaded. I'm just sharpening my pencil a minute, guys, so filling time. There we go. Right on. Okay, so we've blended in. What I might do after this, pencils go over my finger, my actual finger, and okay, we can go a little bit lighter with the orange, but not too much because we are catching the light here. We kind of almost tell you that's what we're doing. So there you go, guys. That's how to blend 2 colors together. I'm going to go quickly over my finger now to blend all those pencils in together. Not too heavy. Just blends them in together nicely. So you're left with 1 color instead of a slight separation of 2, which you don't want. Because if you can see the orange, if you can see the pink, because what you want is peach. There you go, the shading. Again, the light source is coming from over here. And it's facing the hand down. So a little bit shading here. I did show you how to shade with pencil yesterday. I'm going to check that one out. I should really stop saying that, but when are you going to do so? Eager for you guys to know what I'm good at and what I'm not. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's one way of pencil colouring. Like I said, you don't have to use orange. You can use any colours you like. We're now moving on to the foot that's shaded with pencil. Next stage after this will be the pen, which we'll be showing you in a moment. Again, back on with the pink. Now, I could technically go to a different colour altogether and do a different skin tone. So what I'll do, guys, is I'll cut that pink once again. So over that. Oh, very, very lightly though. Very lightly with a bit of pink. It's just your base. Just your base. Just give you where you want to put your tone colours and such. Okay. Reckon that'll do. We'll go with nice browno. And starting in the wrong side, so let's go to the other side. You want a darker shaded. Again, the light source over here. As you can see now, I've gone over the brown. I've gone over the pink with the brown, sorry. Again, same process as what we did with the orange. Keeping in that shade as well. Okay, so now we've got that colour skin down. We're going to blend it like this slightly. Ever so slightly. Blend it with your finger. There we go. So there's two ways of colouring and two ways to do different colours. But that is pencil, and as you can tell, once you blend it, it goes a little bit too light. You can always go over it again to brighten that back up again. That's the beauty of pencils. There we are. So that's pencils, guys. We're going to move on to pens now. Did all the shading and did all the rest and all the good stuff yesterday. And now, pens are a little bit different. In fact, pens are a lot different. Because you can't always blend them together and you can't put layer on top of layer. I do not have a Caucasian skin color, and I tried to blend the colors yesterday, so that's not going to happen. That's not going to work this time. What I am going to try and do though, guys, is I did the two colors on the foot there. That's what I'll use on that foot there in a moment, but for now I'm going to be using that there, that there, that there. I'm trying to pick a color that will be good. That's going to mess it up too much. I have got other felt tips, so I'm going to have to check in those. They're not as good as these ones though, they're a bit running out. Which kind of actually probably will work in my favour. There's my brush pen. If you haven't checked those out before, they're really good. Let's quickly show you what they do. They bend. So when you're doing it, you can get those squishy lines. Obviously, I'm just doing hands and things today, so I don't really need squishy lines that much. Just going through my pen section here. I could, in fact, go completely off market colour and make them blue, like Blue Angel, but because I don't think any of these colours are going to work very well. But what I did learn last week, when I was faffing around, is to use colour to my advantage. Okay, right. So we're getting the light source. The light source is coming from down here this time. So it's going up that way. I'm keeping this in a cartoony style because pens are generally good for that. They're not good for life and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add in where I think light would be touching it. Like so. You just add where you think where the lightest parts would be. That's an advert. Give me a second. I've got to talk over this so much because I'll get copyright. Anyway, gone. So that's add where the light would be touching on the chipolatas here. There we are. So it's getting like a glow to it. You can even, I'm seeing, just looking at the camera, looking at the page, I'm seeing a like slight glow, but we're not in skin tone yet. I mean, I could be wearing a glove, I suppose, but still the light would still be the same way. I'm now going to put that pen down, pick up the darker tone of that pencil. I keep calling it a pencil, it's a pen. Think of this as a shade now. It's not a shade because the shade is all off this end. It will get darker as we go this way. I'm going to stop with that one. I don't want to give it too much. I'm kind of hoping this pink's slightly running out. It's not. Darn. I don't want to make it fluffy. Now I'm putting in the skin tone again. They're not the greatest pens, so I'm gently putting it in. I'm gonna go with a bit of a retro color with this one. I think I'm gonna have to, but that's only due to limitation of pens, really. Still trying to keep away from the shade that we've put in yesterday's video.
What's happening?
Give me a second.
Please fasten your seatbelts. A brand new seat.
Keeping away from the shade. Still keeping certain colours fresh. I mean, certain areas fresh. Going a different way of gradients, if that makes any help for you. It helps you at all to sort of get your mind the same place as mine. Color gradients. How shade kind of works with pen. You can shade with pen, but what you need is Copic marker or pens that will blend together, or a marker blender pen, which I have none of. Okay, we can go a little bit darker, but not much. So what I will do is I'll grab the darkest now, and I'll go in the darkest areas just around it. I'm going in, I'm not going any further than that. Same here, the darker areas. You still want colour, but you don't want too much of the dark colours. You do want them in the dark areas. So take away from the dark, light areas at the very bottom, which is where the light's coming from. You're now putting in a darker edge to what you've already drawn. And coloured in. Okay, not too much. A little darker area here. Again, if you remember, the light's coming from the bottom, so it's glowing upwards. And it's really weird, but it's kind of a retro way of doing it if you haven't got the right colours, which I do not. I'm now going to go back in with my fluorescent, which is here. Again, this is a different to that yellow there. This is a fluorescent. It glows. It glows up nice. So we'll now go in with that because it's glowing. The light is like shining on it, as if you've got a torch, or I don't know, some sort of standing on sort of light. So yeah, the light's all going to be here. And you're covering up these bits that haven't got any colour, from where you've slightly gone over with your pinks. It helps blend everything and bring everything together. So in fact, now I've used 4 pens just to do one job. There we have it. One strangely coloured, but you can still see what I'm trying to get at. You can do that with every colour. Each colour has a colour that you can sort of blend towards or gradiate it from, as if some colours match each other, some do not. If I was doing this for like a full picture, what I would do is I would do a skin colour and then use pen on top of that. So let's quickly show you that way of doing things. I'm now going to use. Shut up. I'm now going to use both methods together on this 1 foot here. You saw me do shading that, different tones of colour of skin. You've seen me do pen and how to gradiate certain things like that. I'm now going to use both methods. So now I'm going to be using pencil and pens together. Let's get going. Lighter areas. You stay in your lighter areas for this one. pens are going to be a lot more darker. Again, we already shaded this in pen yesterday, guys. The shade's already there. We already know where the light source is coming from, because the light source is coming from over here now, this time. So up here, going that way. Again, I'm combining both methods, so pencil and pen will be used in this. Okay, so let's stop with that pen. I'll get that pencil, orange pencil, because again, you got your suntan now, and it's you're sunning it into suntan. Keeping with that shading, I'm keeping that orange in the shading, because I kind of want to keep the pink. Darker areas, more color. Again, light source coming from over here, shining down. We've got the two gradient colors, but I want to make this a little bit darker in the darker areas. So let's grab this one. No, not that one. Maybe that pink I had. No, that's a bit too pinky. Maybe this one. Let's see what that looks like on its own there. Top here on the page. Very bright. That's what that is. Then I'll use that to my advantage and make the edge where the light is touching a little bit brighter. Ever so slightly. We're only gesturing with pen. We do not go over it completely. Gesturing. Only gesturing. So we can gesture that's a little bit brighter there. Sorry, I had a bit there. Gesturing it, not going over it, just sort of giving it a little glow, a little glow. You can go down on the toes as well, because you're also adding to the darkness of the toes by doing this. The separation of the toes as well. There we go. I'm going to go to the other end now with this. You can see I'm going gently in there. I'm not going heavy. It is just exaggeration of what you've already done. You can see that it's gone darker, isn't it? But we're using a light color. How's that? Because you've got your pen and your pencil mixing in together nicely, and they're giving you a slight glow and everything. But we want a bit of glow, so let's take a little bit of leaf from what we've already done and go over the very top with the nice fluorescent yellow. Again, I don't think it's coming through very well, but you kind of grasp on my idea. It's now you want a little bit of light shining on down. Just add a little bit more yellow, a little bit more oranges and stuff like that. And there we are. I'm going to add a little bit more there. Accentuate the foot is bending slightly, so we work with that bend in the leg, adding in more color as we go. Again, very lightly, but we don't want to go heavy. As if you're brushing the page, not coloring the page. And I think, guys, there's a finish, because you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overdo it with any pen, because pen will ruin it.
Tell me what's going
Sometimes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause that music and say thank you very much for watching. My name has been Blut084, BLUT084, Art and Games. I'm here every single day on YouTube, occasionally on Mixer, but every day and night over on Instagram. If you're a fan of drawing and art, you can go to the Creation Station in the playlists and find everything that I've ever drawn and everything that I've ever created, either in VR, Minecraft, or here on paper. I even do, if you check up on my fridge there, polymer clay makes. I've done some Spider-Man, I've done some God of War axe there, and a Pickle Rick. If you didn't check them out, go and check them out on the playlist. They are on the Creation Station. But let's give you a synopsis of what we did here. We have gone. I'm going to pick my camera up here so you can get a proper zoom in to actually see what I've done here. Again, we used the two pencils, which were these two pencils here, just two colors. And the shading was a different video altogether. But two pencils, you've got your pink and you've got your oranges. Mix those two colors together and you get yourself a Caucasian skin color. And you're able to gradate from dark to light. And then we move over again to more pencil with a darker toned color skin. Again, we use pink, a little bit of orange to sort of get the tan color. And then to darken the tan, we use a browner color. Again, with darker colors, you have to start in the darker areas and make your way up towards the light, because the light source was coming from over here. So it was shining down onto this side. So there we start gradiating back and forth, getting darker and darker as we're getting away from the light. Then we move on to pens, which we used a number of 1, 2, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different pens on that one. Again, the light source was coming from the bottom up. So you see the gradient of the different colors. Again, we've gone a bit retro with this one, only because I do not have the right colors. So I'm making do with the colors I do. Think of this as like a, I don't know, I'm not sure. But yeah, we're gradiating up from the light is the lightest colors. And as we come further up, we're getting to the grooves. We change the grooves here. We put a little bit of the darker, a little bit of the light, and sort of work our way through the different colors. Go to the pink to tell you it's a skin color of such. But as we get further up, we go, oh no, we did a fifth color as well. There is a darker tone as we're here to accentuate that they are the darker areas and these are the lighter areas, and get that sort of effect. But my favorite way of using pens and pencils is to combine both of them together, because again, you don't always have the right colors for skins and whatever else you mix that you may not have in your pen's shape. I will always use pencils first and then see if I can gradiate with my pens afterwards, and which is what we did. We did a pink, same as we did the top here. As you can see, it's a lot lighter. I wanted to show how to do the shade on that one, but here we did I'm showing you how to do a lot of the light. I wanted to start off with the pink and start with the light. Again, we left the pink and we gradiated away, or gradiated up to the pink with the orange pencil. And then we got our pink pen. Went slightly around the edges here for the topper, because they would be the lighter colors against the orange and the yellows. Apart from obviously the fluorescent yellow, which we put on last. But we put an orange in on the back here to accentuate the darkness and the darker areas for shade. Same thing in the corner here with the ankle, and same thing down here with the toes. If you want to learn and see how, again, you want to, I'm just going to put you back on my stand. If you want to see how I drew all of this and each stage and how to draw it for yourself, I did a step-by-step on these pictures, guys, where I showed you how to draw chipolata fingers, how to draw the fist itself, and how to do, get my hand in the right shape, how to do different ways of drawing them. Last week, my dog's about to bark, so I do apologize if she does that. Don't bark, dog. Let's just see my son. She's a squeaker. I'm live, mate. All right. So yeah, that's last week. So if you didn't check out last week, showed you how to do faces. Each, again, stage was pencil, pen, and inking towards the ends of things. Sketching first, then on Tuesday. So Monday's sketching, Tuesday is inking, Wednesdays is always color. I do apologize, that was a little bit late today, but next week's, guys, I have got literally one more page in my book. That is the back. I need your ideas. Let me know in the comment section before next Monday what you would like me to do. Otherwise, I'll do a body shape to end the book. Because the same way we did this, we've done hands, we've done face, done each part of the face. Now we need, I suppose, to finish it off with another character. Not all I do, guys. I do a lot of different characters. If you haven't been checking them out, definitely check out the Creation Station for every single picture that I do. Some of these have been digitized as well, guys. So if you're a fan of digital art, you can go and check out how to digitize a lot of these with a free app called Critter. Check them out in the playlists. Otherwise, thanks for watching. My name's been Blute084. Check me out on Instagram. Check out me later for some more Witness Wednesday. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.